Oh, whoa. I don't want a green screen. What is going on? Let me fix that. What in the heck? Oh, seriously? How do you get rid of the green screen? Yes. Alright, let me see this. Oh, no green screen. There we go. We out here sailing. What's going on, YouTubers? We're out here sailing to the Grenadines. Just left the P-Towns. About 26 miles in this leg, and then we gotta change direction. Hello, Vincent. What's going on? How you doing? Yeah, just to keep you guys up to date here, we are going from St. Lucia, just a part of the Pitons, and we're going to St. Vincent and the Grenadines, more specifically Beckway. It's gonna get a little touch sporty later. We're right now being protected by this island. I don't know if you guys can kind of see it right here, but it's protecting us from the wind and waves. So within the next hour or so, the wind's gonna double and the waves are probably gonna triple. Yeah. This is our third day on the move. First day was really sporty. What was it? Like 20 knots, gusting 28, or gnarly. Big seas, wet, seagrass everywhere all over the boat. Hello, good morning everyone. Maintaining 6 knots. Can barely make out St. Vincent, but as we get closer, you'll be able to see it. It's kind of hidden by the clouds right now. We're not familiar, though. This was our first time in St. Lucia. We were kind of nervous. I don't know what your experience was, but a lot of people have negative things to say online, more specifically about the danger. Like, we definitely slept on edge last night, but it is absolutely beautiful, I'll tell you what. And then the people that we did meet, they were very nice. but we only stayed there for less than 12 hours. It was just to sleep and wake up and keep moving. Drinking our coffee in the morning. We have our fishing line out. We got spooled out by a marlin yesterday or 2 days ago. So really just only have one line out. Hey Tech Coder, have you been to Beckway or the Grenadines before? In the meantime, I'll show you guys the sails. And I'll hold on because I don't want to go overboard. Oh, you're from Trinidad? Way cool. Yeah, we're heading back to Trinidad in the next couple weeks, going back to Chaguaramas. Gotta say, I love Trinidad. It is so cool. The food is outstanding. Well, Carol would agree.
Love Trinidad.
She says, love Trinidad. It is fantastic. We're definitely going to be hanging out there for a little while longer. Doubles, yes, doubles. You gotta love the doubles. And the roti. Yeah, we really enjoyed the market there. Yeah, yeah. See, she's all excited talking about the market. Yeah. A lot of flying fish out today. Yeah, you can see finally the wind is picking up. We're starting to see a lot more white caps on the water. Definitely increasing the velocity of the wind. And now we're starting to pick up speed a little bit. I'm starting to see 6 knots a little bit more frequent. Sorry about the bounce back from the screen. We're on the wrong hertz for it. When was the last time you went back to Trinidad? Carnival, how was that? That must have been awesome. I got a buddy down there who he's Trini and he loves sending me pictures. It looked fantastic last year. I mean, it looks fantastic every year. He sends me pictures every year. It's got to be one of the coolest parties I've ever seen, but unfortunately I haven't been able to go. Yep, that's true. Life does happen. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, there'll be one next year and the year after that. Carnival in Trinidad is a must-have. It looks like it gets better every year. Just for a little update for you guys, we're here. We're in about 7,000 feet of water, going about 5.5 knots. Headed slightly southwest south here, and the gusts are picking up. It's supposed to be 20 knots today. So I'll show you what it means, but we have a reef in the main, and then once it picks up a little bit further down the line, the wind gets a little heavier. We're gonna have to shrink our sail size for our head sail. So if you can kind of see, our mainsail doesn't reach the top of the mast, and that's so in order to decrease the tension on the rigging, which is the metal lines that run off the side. You don't want too much tension on that. That's when problems happen. So right now we are enjoying the bliss of the smooth weather and the smooth seas, because we all know Mother Nature's got some freaking power. There's the pitons. I don't know if you can see them. Wait, I don't even think I'm pointing at them. There we go. Pitons in the distance. Oh, we're doing 7 knots now. Wind is increasing. Got a dude out here sailing. Welcome to our home. Bienvenidos, as they say. Well, yep. Starting to get wave action over the bow. I don't know if you guys can see it, but we're getting stuffed by waves here. But that's just because there's 2 sets of swells coming in. Like, one is right off of our side here to the beam, and then there's another one that's like kind of wrapping around and coming to our bow. And we just keep poking the waves, but it's not too bad right now. Anybody have any questions? Like, whose cool music is this? Trying to give yourself a promo? We hardly ever get the wind from directly to our... directly from your side is called the beam. We hardly ever get the wind directly from our beam. It's usually always coming off our nose at some direction. So this is a nice little treat because it's one of the faster points of sail for this boat. Fishing line out. Been catching a lot of seaweed lately, unfortunately, but there's some massive piles of seaweed out here. I don't know if there's just a little bit, but there's seaweed piles the size of islands out here. Favorite song by Nathan. His link is in the description. Go ahead and give that a listen, a look-see. You got anything to say to 7 people?
Hello, 7 people. Thanks for watching.
Cool. Look at all those flying fish. I don't know if you can see them. I don't think so. If she did, if she was, she would be asking so many questions.
Yeah.
She asks good questions. Got like 4 boats in front of us. They're all heading the same direction. Sails out. So this right here, this is our safety strap, and it's connected to our safety pound weights. So this is connected like this, and then we take this end right here, and then we attach it to the life jacket. Here, Simo's gonna put it on for everybody. So at night or in rough conditions, whoever's out here gets clipped like this. And this is our emergency. I'm overboard, I need SOS. This is the SOS feature. And this is how I tell when Simo starts being a little rambunctious. I say, hey, get over here. And then make me some oats in the morning. Just kidding. But she did make me this fresh coffee that I'm still drinking. So that's how we keep her locked in. And then this is as far as you can go. So from the helm station, like obviously if it's night or rough conditions, someone is generally always sitting here. So if you need to come out and adjust the sails for whatever reason, the clip here can reach as far here, and to the, you can pretty much almost reach the fishing rod, which is nice. But if you go overboard, you won't drown yourself, because you won't be able to pull yourself up at like 6 knots. So you can't go overboard because the leash isn't long enough for you to make it that far. Yeah, Tech Coder, we actually got this Starlink right here. We're beaming high frequency radiation right into my shorts, right where my crotch is. So if I end up, I guess, giving myself a vasectomy, then you know why. It's because the Starlink radiated all my shorts, because I only have 2 pair, that pair and this pair, and I switch them back and forth. So we're using Starlink. We got it from a guy in Trinidad. Awesome dude. He hooked me up because I didn't have time to ship it, so I bought it off him, and we worked out a deal. Awesome guy. Can't say enough good things about Anthony. But right now, so the Starlink, they're changing their plans, and it's going to be way more expensive. We just got it. We just got it like 3.5 months ago, and they're changing their plans to where it's going to be way more expensive. It's going to like triple the cost. So right now we pay 80 US a month for the internet, and it's going to go up to over, like, I think just about 600 bucks a month for the same amount of usage. So we're just probably going to get rid of it or just not use it. I don't think having internet's worth it, except for when you absolutely need it for like weather and stuff, but we have our phones. Nice. Carol's adjusting the sails.
Yeah, I think the wind's going a little more from behind us, so I'm going to see if letting this sail out at all helps us get a little speed to adjust to the point of sail, because the wind was kind of being blocked by St. Lucia, so now it's a little more from behind us, which is called a broad reach, and I think that did help us increase speed a little bit.
Feels more stable. We say this every single time when we come outside of the protection of an island. Oh, if the conditions just stayed like this would be the best sail we've ever had. And then 45 minutes later, an hour later, it's like we're holding on for dear life like this, and it's just like brutal. But that is sailing. Right now, Carol's wrapping up the lines because you don't want to trip over them, or somehow they go overboard and get caught underneath the rudder.
Or an emergency, like if their lines are all
good because I'm the line anti-police, and as soon as I get them unfurled or unwrapped, they're all over the deck. Like, obviously you can tell I was messing with this line, which is no bueno, and Simo just messed with that one. I need to tighten up my life here. Look, Simo line's over here, nice and policed up, looking good. Everything's got a purpose. She's out here doing the Lord's work. Not me though, but I'll tighten that up because she is right. That is the right thing to do.
This one's a little trickier though because we have like, is this called a bite?
Yeah.
We have a bite in this one because this is called a winch, and that's what obviously you put our lines on to be able to control them better when it's high winds, either let them out or crank them in. But we only have one over here and it's being taken by the jib sheet. We can't take that off the line. There's nothing to like stop it from flying except for that winch. So since it's taken, if we need to adjust the main, I just have a bite around this pole so it doesn't get away from us. So it does make it a little harder to like clean this line up. But that's also just in case of emergency. If we need to adjust it, we have a little control over it because when it's really high winds, like it can just slip from your hand really easily.
Yeah, very good point. So I'll show you this blue line or main sheet goes. So it goes through the block up to the front. I'm not going to go up there because that's craziness. And then it comes back here to the boom, and then you can adjust the boom and give it more of like a bulbous into the sail or a belly, right? So if we let that out, so we opened up the blue line, the main sheet, and it expands, it's going to bleed more air out, which depending on how efficient you want to sail or need to sail, it'll change the dynamics of the sail. So right now we got it set up for the wind being slightly behind us, which is coming from over here ish. So yeah, Carol's spot on. And now they're all tightened up. These two lines, they're for adjusting this little block, this traveler, and you use the blue line right here and these white lines in unison to give the depth of the sail or to change the angle. And this is just for the mainsail. Yeah, let's check our speed now. All right, we're in 4,500 feet of water, and we're sailing 6.5, 6.3, 6.2 knots. So heading up 215, which is right where we pretty much want to be. We're trying to get to 211, but that's okay because we're going to be on what they call the leeward side of St. Vincent. So it doesn't really matter so much because as soon as we get behind St. Vincent, all the wind is going to be sucked up by the mountains. We won't really be able to sail anyway, so then we can come around, because once we do that, we're going to have to kind of sail back into the wind. Look at all that seagrass. This is Carol loosely translated to sea moss, which loosely translated to sea Livingston. Yeah, really nice conditions right now. You guys want to see anything on the boat or see, I mean, I would prefer not to go inside, but if the audience wants it, I'll suffer being seasick just so you guys can see what it looks like on the inside. But we do have a video about a boat tour. It's like, I think episode, what is that, episode 3 or 6? Or very early on. Check out the boat tour. What's that? Oh yeah, and there's a short, which takes a 10-minute video or 15-minute video and wraps it up into about a minute. what the water looks like from behind us. So no engine is on right now, which is nice. We're saving fuel because we do know how to freaking burn fuel, that's for sure. It stinks, especially in the BVIs. So just a couple weeks ago, maybe a month ago, we were in the British Virgin Islands, paid $7 US for a gallon of fuel, which is just outstanding. It is definitely the most expensive fuel we've ever bought. It's not like diesel and Trinidad prices. Boy, oh boy, is that affordable. It's like 58 cents a liter, $2 a gallon. All right, let's go listen to some of Nathan's music because I got nothing to say right now.
comebacks, I guess. So I think we saw some yesterday in the distance. You could just see the spray. They weren't as close this time, so always kind of on the lookout for whales. But you kind of convince yourself that you start seeing them everywhere if you're looking for them.
So everything's about balance on a boat. And if you have too much of one sail out versus another, you can lose balance or perfect your balance. And your boat starts acting different once you've changed the balance. And the best way to tell if your boat is in balance is by taking off the autopilot and feeling the helm. It shouldn't feel too hard to steer the boat to the right or left, and that's how you know. So it feels pretty good. Gotta say, like, different points of sail treat the boat differently, but at this point it feels good. So I'm not gonna change anything about the sails.
What does it mean if the boat is pulling more towards the wind?
Are you looking for the terminology?
Yeah, like what does it mean about the sails if it's called weather helm, but to explain what does that mean you need to do if like you take off the autopilot and the boat's pulling you towards the wind?
Yeah, so good question. That is called weather helm. And that means your main, the one that controls this, the blue line I was telling you guys about, this is overpowering the head sail. And so what you have to do is either let this out or move the Traveler, or move the Traveler away from the wind, and that'll bleed some of the air out, like I was telling you guys earlier. It'll bleed some of that air out, and then you'll be able to gain more control, put more wind, hopefully, in the head sail than the mainsail. Yeah. And then there's the opposite is true, where you get more wind in the head sail, and that's called a lee helm. So you're getting blown away from the wind. So the wind's coming from here. If you're getting blown away, that means you need to put more power in the mainsail or put less power in the head sail. Yeah, now you can tell the swell is picking up a little bit. I'm not saying it's reported 7-foot seas, but I mean now we're in the trough of this one. I would say it's like 4 foot, 5 foot. Not quite there yet, but it's working on it. Look at that, we're doing 7 knots now, increasing 7.5, 6.5, that's nice. Oh, this broke yesterday, popped right off, so don't buy a boat if you don't like things breaking. Yeah, so we have 23 miles until we're at the midpoint of St. Vincent. So if we are doing 6 knots, that's about 4 hours, and then we only have a cut of like 10, 15 miles after that. That's pretty nice. So I like to break it down in the amount of hours of suffering I have left. Especially when you get seasick. Oh gosh, that's the worst. Jam it up. Unfortunately, if I get disconnected here, it is because we are in between 2 islands. The Starlink only works 12 miles off of the coast for us. So we've got St. Lucia, gosh, I want to say it's 10 miles behind us, and St. Vincent, which is probably 15 miles in front of us. So I think there is a point where we're going to lose service, and then that'll be the end of the stream. So stay with us for now. Enjoy the ride for another however long we got it. That'd be really nice if somehow miraculously we have no interruption in service. That would be freaking sweet. Like this. Alright.
I ain't never felt these notes like this. Why am I tired? I ain't never been in months like this. Now will I fight? No, I never had thoughts like this. No, I never had thoughts like this. No, I've never been lost like this. Am I alright? I ain't never felt these thoughts like this. Why am I tired? I ain't never been in months
Yeah, Carol just informed me that we are about 12 miles out, so it could be any moment now, which is okay because I gotta brush my teeth. I haven't brushed my teeth yet. It's, what time is it? 9:20 and I got stank breath. I know if I haven't brushed my teeth, I know someone else hasn't brushed their teeth. No. We'll hang out on the internet for a little bit more. Hear the radio going off. Man, these conditions, you cannot beat them right now. Well, okay, that's a big wave. That one was over our hard top. Man, the ocean is beautiful and powerful. Anybody want to see anything in particular? I can show you where we're at on the iPad. Alright, so in the past 3 days, this is our stats. We've gone 141 miles, but this got interrupted partway through our journey, and we've left it on while we're sleeping, so we're averaging over 3 days now, or 2 days, 2 hours, 2.8 knots, includes sleep time. So, we just left St. Lucia. North is upside down here, so let me spin that around. So, just left St. Lucia. These are where the pitons are. Right up in here. This is where we spent the night. You can tell because our little blob spinning all around the mooring ball throughout the night. We came out, went around some turbulent water right here, and then continued, set our south direction, 210 degrees. Right now we're aiming just off the coast. Hopefully we'll be able to sail, but once we get like right around here, we're going to get closer to the land, and then we'll come out and then maybe be able to sail the last little bit, but the wind coming slightly out of the north. I don't think we're going to be able to sail from pretty much once we get right here where the red dot is, which is okay because I prefer it being calm. I'm not one of those real sailors yet. I definitely enjoy the efficiency. So that's that in a nutshell. Hopefully we'll be in our destination by 4 o'clock tonight, but this varies so rapid. It just said 3, so we'll see. Take this off, read this our heading, give it 5 degrees here. Put this down. Listen to some music from Nathan. His link is in the description if you guys are interested. Kills it. Good music. Hey, we could have went full main. Telltales should be able to tell you from a beam. Yeah, they should be working. Feel that gust picking up a little bit. 6.8 knots. Oh, blue. Yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. We appreciate you spending your time with us. It's been pleasant so far. I would not be able to do this right now if the conditions weren't so nice. That is for dang sure. I would be all over the place, stressed out. But that's sailing. Good days with the bad. Checking the sails right now. We're now doing 3/8. Five, 4/8, 4/5, 5, 5/5, 5/8. And maintaining in the fives. Six. Oh yeah, look at that. We have a catamaran right off of our bow. We're on a collision course right now. I doubt that will collide. Well, I'd say that was a good fun hour. Want to say bye? Cool. Yeah, thanks for watching. Whoa. Yeah, if you guys are new here, go ahead and check out some of our videos that we've posted recently. Carol's been absolutely crushing the shorts game. I've been getting by on my long form game. And of course, check out Nathan's music. His link is in the description. It's good stuff. All right, you guys. Stay blessed. Enjoy your day. Happy sailing. Oh, hey, Mark. What's up, dude? All right, you guys. Peace.